So XDefiant is a game that basically got announced, got hate for getting announced and existing the way it did at all, and then being like, hey, you guys can try it early, and getting pretty favorable responses from the people who actually played it. I played it myself some, but I'm not actually allowed to talk about that in any capacity. However, what I am allowed to talk about is some of the YouTubers and stuff I've heard about the game from the dev team and what some people have said they wanted to see from it. Now, XDefiant is very obviously and very much a Call of Duty clone. It's got the Call of Duty formula, it's got the Call of Duty progression, it's got the Call of Duty gameplay, all of which can easily be seen in all the footage and gameplay and talks we've seen about the game. It very much just looks a lot like Black Ops 4, but without some of the extra paid bullshit that ruined Black Ops 4 and made it unplayable for most people. And I think that's a very good step to take, as it's honestly been a while since we've seen a proper AAA Call of Duty clone. Yeah, we had a ton of them for a while, and Call of Duty felt very generic to a lot of people, but honestly, there's not a lot of games that actually just try to be and play like Call of Duty. I want to start by saying you probably don't know me, and you probably don't know my lineage with the series. I've been playing Call of Duty every single year, every single release for the past 15 years. Every single time it comes out, I put more than 100 hours into at least the multiplayer, if not sometimes into just the campaign alone. Every single year, I replay Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3 just to remind me what good Call of Duty and good shooters feel like, because I love the franchise, and it's something I personally grew up with and just love going back to. Within saying that, XDefiant is very obviously trying to be like that. It's very obviously trying to harp on all the same things that Call of Duty does, with the same progression and loadouts and stuff like that. It's carving its own path by having you pick from different classes and stuff like that, but a lot of that's the same style stuff that Black Ops 4 actually did, or Infinite Warfare, where you can pick a special dude who looks a special way and has 3 different special abilities he can take into the multiplayer matches, and you don't know which they're going to dump out until they dump them out at you. The abilities it has are a little more overpowered, which works a little better for synergizing them together and making everyone work together in a different way, as something like Overwatch would do, where you have to time and use your abilities together, or else you can get screwed over by trying to just rush in individually and getting absolutely mowed down. The issue that I've been seeing is that most YouTubers want the game to go the same way Overwatch did, which I think is absolutely the wrong move for this game, and that's why I'm making this video at all. You see, Call of Duty has always been built up by the casuals, and I think that's the experience they need to focus on the most. Casuals are going to play stuff like Team Deathmatch and other modes. There can be a ranked, and there should be, absolutely. Call of Duty releases with Call of Duty League every single year, but every time they release Call of Duty League, it's in its own little area. Like, even if you go look at Black Ops right now, you have multiplayer, zombies, and Call of Duty League. It is separate entirely from multiplayer in what weapons and abilities and stuff like that you can use, and that's how ranked always is in Call of Duty. I don't know anyone who actually plays that mode, is the thing. Every single person I know just plays the game casually and has a fun time playing it casually, and I think that's what they need to focus on if they want to see XDefiant actually succeed as its own thing. You don't need to have a big ranked mode and a big competitive series and big tournaments to draw people in. No one I know has ever even watched a Call of Duty tournament or cares, and they still buy Call of Duty every single year. I personally have never even played a single match of ranked Call of Duty in my entire life, but I've been playing Call of Duty every single year for the last like 14 years. The game is built on casuals, and I'd like to use Overwatch as an example of what happens if they focus and stray too far away from that. Overwatch was originally released as a game made to be fun. They couldn't make their other game fun, so Blizzard made a shooter with the idea that everything needed to be fun. The issue was, eventually down the line, it started to get a competitive following, and the casual side of the game was completely ruined by that. At the start of it, you could have a team of one type of character versus a team of the same on the other side. All Torbjorns versus all Divas is the highlight of my remembrance of early Overwatch, and that's where I had the most fun. Everyone I know also had the most fun with it. Not to say you couldn't have fun with the competitive side of it. You could get a team together and have a ton of fun with it. Some of my friends did. But for the most part, a lot of people and a lot of the people I played with enjoyed that casual side of it, and only one friend I have actually went and formed a team with some other guys and actually played the competitive. The issue was that Overwatch chased that hard. Overwatch stopped trying to be a casual game. It stopped trying to be a game that everyone would play, and what they did was instead hyper focused in on, hey, we need to be this competitive game. So now when you're forming a team, it's like, hey, you're missing on this, hey, you're missing this, hey, you don't have this. Instead of being like, oh yeah, they might know what they're doing, they might be good enough to run a team all attack, they're like, no, you need some defenders, you need a tank, you need this. And it tried to force your hand into playing to this meta. Eventually, they made it even more competitive and took away things like character swapping mid-match and stuff like that, making it a game wholly about pick the best team for the meta at the start or get ran over. And they balanced it around that, and they built it around that, and slowly and steadily, Overwatch has died because of it. Overwatch went from a game where you can hop on and have fun with your friends at night and chill out and just play some shooting and like enjoy yourself, to a game where, all right, let's go join the sweat fest of casuals for a solid 20 minutes until we go, nah, let's just play something else because this kind of sucks. The fear I have is that XDefiant could chase that, because all of these YouTubers out here wanted to follow that. All of these other people out here wanted to follow that. All of the forums and the developers wanted to follow that. They want it to be a place where people can come have this hyper-competitive gameplay and work together. I've played a bit of it, and I can tell you no one talked in a single match I played. The one match where they did synergize well, and I could see where competitive would work for it, but no one talked in anything else. And to bring this all back around, Call of Duty is built on casuals. Call of Duty is built on that casual player base. This game is coming out with the same progression, the same weapon unlocks, the same leveling through the guns, everything else that Call of Duty fans like and enjoy and do in every single Call of Duty, and I don't see why they can't just follow that. I actually want to see this game succeed. I want to see a fun game that I could come back to as a good shooter casually from time to time, even years down the line. That sounds awesome. For one more example, we can look at Fortnite, which I know isn't a game most of you probably want or care about me talking about, but Fortnite did this same thing. They introduced something called Health Siphon, which a lot of people enjoyed. If you went and looked online at the time they introduced it, everyone loved it. Essentially, when you killed an enemy, you got a little bit of health and a little bit of shields, so you're ready for the next fight. Everyone loved this. Everyone online was ecstatic. On Twitter, they were like, yeah, the YouTubers were like, yeah, the streamers were like, yeah, this is the best update ever. We love it. This is everything we wanted it to be. And then a couple weeks later, they removed it, and no one understood why. Everyone was confused. Everyone was mad. Like, hey, we all said we liked this. What are you doing? All us people on Reddit, all those people on the forums, all those people on Discord, all those people on Twitter, all the streamers, all the YouTubers. We all love this feature. Why would you possibly remove it? And the thing that they then found out is they're the lowest minority of people who play the game. The people who are vocal online about it, the people who talk about it online, are not the majority of the player base. Because it turns out, most of the people who played the game casually stopped playing when that update came out. It felt too catered around the hardcore players. It felt too catered around the people who sink time into it like nothing else. It was more for the competitive nature, streamers, YouTubers, and people like that, and not for the majority of the casual player base. They lost more players when they introduced that update than Fortnite has lost players any other point of its entire existence. If that doesn't go to show how far differentiated the streamers and YouTubers and opinions of people who want the competitive nature are from the people who play the games casually and don't even talk about it online, I don't know what is. Which brings me around to, don't just go hyper competitive with XDefiant. I know I've repeated that so many times here, and it's probably annoying for me to repeat it again, but honestly, I feel like it just needs to be said. I need to get this out there because I've seen way too many videos and way too many people talking about how it needs to have competitive day one to survive as a game, and it doesn't. What it needs is more casual modes day one to survive as a casual game, because otherwise people are just going to get bored of it, and if it doesn't have enough content and weapon unlocks, they are just going to move on, because we have a new Halo, a new Call of Duty, Splitgate's getting huge, and a new Battlefield all coming out this year that look amazing. Their competition is more fierce than ever. My point here with all of this is this game could be great. It could be played for years. It could be something people actually enjoy when they get their hands on it, because right now they're not so sure of it. And honestly, I hope they do give it a chance, even though they may hate it just for existing at all. And I guess that's pretty much it. That's this whole video. It's a lot. It was dumb. I just really wanted to get this out there. So if you watch to the end, I think you get the point I'm trying to make here. I'm not going to repeat it again. Thanks for watching.